Hey everyone, Aparna here. So excited to show you something I have been so excited doing for the last 3 months, and that is 100 days challenge, 100 days drawing slash painting challenge that I have been doing since February 2026, and today was my last day. So yes, day 100. Today was day 100. I finished it, and today is 10th of June 2026. I will not be posting this video today, but I think it will be sometime next week. However, today I finished it, so I'm super excited about it, and therefore I decided I will definitely make the video. So this is my third 100-day drawing challenge, and this sketchbook is about to finish. So I'm going to give you a tour of my entire sketchbook once I'm done with this part. So I'm not going to show you what is behind on the other pages here. So just to let you know, third 100-day drawing challenge has been fantastic. Really had a great time, very different from my previous two challenges that I did last time. I learned a lot in this challenge. I Let me just show you how I started. I hope this whole thing comes in one frame. It's a little challenging, but anyway, how I started was I divided this one each page into four, and I took the I'm so sorry. I drew one item, one subject on each block. So day one started with this object which was lying on my table. So I have a paper clip. So I drew the paper clip, and I was focused on having fun. Of course, that goes without saying. To have fun, to learn to sit, which I generally do, but this time I was focusing on improving my observational skills from live objects. Now, I generally paint forests and waters and sky, as you know. Those images, I use a reference picture from Pixabay or Pixels, so I always have a photograph of that image in front of me and I paint those. However, I have been wanting to do sketchings and drawings from life for a long time, and the previous 200 days drawing challenge I did without reference pictures. They were not good. Let's be honest about that. And I understand why, because my style of working is realism, and in realism, you do need to have the reference picture or the object in front of you. But anyway, I had a fantastic time doing those as well. And this one was very intentional challenge this time. I will explain later about the details, but this time I did not make just marks, patterns, lines, drawings, circles, because this time it was not about uh, just getting over with the challenge each day. It was making deliberate attempt to draw and observe what I had in front of me or what I had in my mind that I wanted to put on the paper, or whatever was there as a reference image in front of me, to draw those things, observe those things, and then do it. So it was not about finishing every artwork like in 5 minutes or 10 minutes every day. Previously I did do that. My aim was finishing every sketch in less than, I think, 10 minutes or something like that was there in my mind. I can't exactly remember, but this one was not that. So I started drawing objects which were lying around my desk. I really had good fun. I was using watercolors and my ink pen, and However, I did start using my sketch pens, and I had a fantastic time using my sketch pens. Sorry, not sketch pens, I mean my fountain pen. This is a platinum preppy fountain pen. I have two sizes, and I've been using them throughout this challenge. This was the only day I remember we had been out and about somewhere. I think we went to Dubai, and we came back home pretty late, and it was, I think, around 11:50 when I suddenly remembered that I did not finish my challenge for that day, and I didn't want to skip it. So what I did was, instead of just randomly making lines and finishing my challenge, what I did was I deliberately made attempts to try and make these lines as parallel, did I say that correctly, as parallel as possible to each other. So that was a success for me, though they were just lines, but it was for me. I sat down deliberately and made deliberate lines to make my to complete my challenge for that day. And yes, I did finish that at 11:59 p.m. I remember that part. That's what sketchbooks do to you. You do tend to remember something that happened 3 months ago. Believe me, you do that, as long as you just get into the habit of doing it. So this is a reference picture from Pinterest, and I was paying attention to what exactly was going on in there, and I tried to do it on my own. And yes, I mountains. I do paint mountains, but I don't draw them. So as you know, you if you have been visiting my channel, I do struggle with uh, pen marks and brush marks. They are too different for me. I find painting much easier than drawing. Don't ask me why, but this is what it is with me. And I really wanted to, because I really enjoy drawing with fountain pens. I decided, let me try and draw more with these pens, so that I get a better idea about how to create lines, and how this medium really works. I generally just draw them, and I use a pen and ink kind of a thing. I use watercolor to fill in the colors, but this time I used, for my majority of my works, I used only the fountain pens. So I used Pinterest as my reference often in this challenge. I used it quite a lot, so it was giving me a fairly good idea about um, the subjects. I was indeed struggling with the mountains, and as and when I was doing it, as and when I was following the instructions, or the image, I was trying to observe where the lights and shadows have gone and all that. I was trying to draw them here. The more I was doing it, I was realizing that I was actually able to understand the concept. I was actually able to, I was not opening the Pinterest, looking into a subject and start copying it. I was not doing that. I took my time to study it, to understand the image, understand what the painting has been doing there, the lights and the shadows, where is the source of the light, and then I was trying to draw what was there in front of me. And that helped incredibly, because these paintings are for myself and for my practice. I was okay with looking into the reference pictures and drawing them here. Of course, none of them turned out, most of them are not exactly copies, but yes, I was able to definitely understand the concept that was going on behind each drawing, which really made me happy. And what was happening after 3 4 attempts of looking into Pinterest and drawing them, using them as my reference pictures, I was gradually able to make my own mountains, which made me really happy. Of course, I need much more practice, but that's not a problem. I felt the joy in creating them, so I know many more are going to come. So I kept doing them. I used many a times I used Netflix as a source of image as well, pausing them and just drawing them out, basically trying my best to observe what I was seeing and then drawing them down. I used Posca marker pens here. I didn't like how the Posca marker pens were making lines, but yeah, I love this lily pad and this mountain drawing. Oh, I love the blue one. I really enjoyed making the blue mountains. And as you know, I struggle with sketching human beings, so I used many of the reference pictures from there to help me out. And I don't know why, I suddenly started drawing these trolleys, these, I don't know, carts or whatever you call them. This looks like a scene from the airport, and I started drawing them. It really, really made me so happy that I was trying to understand how it works, and I was able to add my my ideas to it. So I'm not very familiar with sketching human beings yet, but this challenge really helped me go through it, go through the experience of trying to sketch, accepting the mistakes that I was making in here. And as you can see, they are not gorgeous sketches, they are representational, but they are not spot on work. But that really, really helped me embrace what I was doing here. I did not use any pencil anywhere except for a couple of the works, all done with a pen, and it was so much easier to accept whatever was happening on my sketchbook. So I tried to add a little bit of color here. I was having fun. I enjoyed every bit of it, and definitely can see a change in my sketching. Definitely noticing an improvement in my sketchings, way better than what I used to do initially. And yeah, it all comes down to practice, right? And I've been doing it every single day. And initially, first two challenges, I do remember I did them because it was pure fun, and I really enjoyed that as well. But this time, it was pure fun and a deliberate attempt to learn. So I enjoyed using fountain pens so much. Loved the way the fountain pens were creating a dark value against the white of the paper. And many of these are, I've used references. Some of them I did not. For the trees, I didn't have to do that. I did it on my own, and they looked really lovely to me. I really enjoyed. Some days I did not sketch on this particular sketchbook. I do paint, sorry, I do draw my breakfast every day. And some days when I was getting tired, or maybe I just, kind of, those days when I forgot that I had to do it because I stepped out of the house or something like that, those days I used my breakfast drawing as part of this challenge. So those days, those drawings are not in here, they are done on a different sketchbook. So my drawing skills definitely getting better. I've never drawn a boat, but this one does look like a boat. That makes me very happy. So I'm extremely happy that someday I will be able to include human beings and sketchy figures in my acrylic paintings as well. So looking forward to doing that. So many sketchings. I sketching human beings. That was not right, was it? Sketching human beings. Yeah, I sketched many human beings in here, as you can see. I'm super excited, guys. I think you can sense that. So yeah, look at this horse. Do they look like a horse? Not really. This one is better. This one, my kid says this looks like a chipmunk. A horse that looks like a chipmunk. So okay, that's how it is right now for me. I really want to start doing horses, and well, practice, right? So this is the first one, and yeah, I need to make sure my horses look like horses and not like chipmunks. So I need to start practicing. This I tried to make a lady. I am not really, how do I explain? I don't really gravitate towards painting human beings. I don't know why. So I've never really tried them. And my daughter is confident that if I try it, I'm going to do it, because she and me, we have done some projects together. And I did manage to kind of draw out some human features. So I thought, why not? Let's give it a shot. Well, this looks like a grumpy lady weaving a basket, but I tried and I'm really proud of myself, if I can say so. Of course, I'm saying it. I'm proud of myself for attempting it. And all that I need to do now is keep practicing and focusing on what I need to improve. 100 days challenge definitely helps me understand where I lack in my progress. I get to know, if I need to learn the values or composition or the perspective, things like that, and that really helps me improve more in future, right? Because now I can focus on that part and start working on it. So all these things really helped me incredibly. And of course, fun was part of it. To have fun, to enjoy. I love every work that I did here, good or bad, uh, however they came out to be. I loved every bit of them, and I look forward to many more of these challenges that I do for myself. And as you can see, most of them are a mix and match of good works, bad works, weird works, horses looking like chipmunks work, kind of a work, humans not looking very human like work. So I think you get the point here. This is a sketchbook. It is not a place where it is mandatory for me to make an amazing drawing, but if I want, I can. I absolutely loved how these ones came out. Yes, they were good works too. This is the first time I made a coffee, what's this called, a coffee maker, and this is the best I've done so far. And because the ones I do are generally terrible, but this is the best one I came up with, and I'm proud of myself for doing that. And I hope this video inspires you guys to pick up your sketchbook and without any fear to start with your work. You need to start somewhere. Smaller challenges are a good idea. I started doing challenges long time ago. I started with 7 days challenge and I gradually gravitated towards 100 days challenge, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And I know one thing for sure, that every mark that I'm making on the paper, every effort I'm putting in the long run, this is not going to be a waste. Every artwork that I do is telling me something, things I need to learn, things I'm really good at, things I can improve on, and subjects that I generally don't experiment with. So now this gives me an opportunity to experiment more. Now I know what all subjects I've never touched upon and what I can do more to get my paintings more livelier and exciting. So I hope this video helps you in your um, journey as well. And yeah, I had a fantastic time. I'm going to finish this sketchbook very soon. I have few more pages left and I'm going to finish it, and then I will do a sketchbook tour of the entire sketchbook. I can't wait to do that. So guys, go and grab your sketchbooks, grab your pencil, grab your pens. Fountain pen is a very good idea, guys, or any pen for that matter. Do not use, if you want to give yourself another challenge, just draw and sketch with your pen. How it helps you? It helps you in embracing whatever comes on the paper. It helps you in embracing your irreversible mistakes that you make on the paper. So, and that will finally push you to create more, to get better at what you're doing. Make sure you love your work, embrace whatever is happening on the paper, and I say go for a 100 days challenge. How does that sound? Okay, if 100 days sounds way too much for you, then how about a week challenge, a 7 days challenge? I do hope you get to do that, and I hope you enjoy every bit of it like I did. Hope you guys like this video, and if yes, then please do like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay happy and stay creative. Bye bye.